I have been using the Kindle for 6 years now. The basic Kindle has changed a lot from when I started using the Kindle. When I purchased my first Kindle in early 2015, the then basic model was considerably thicker than the Paperwhite and did not have an LED backlit display. Now the base Kindle has an LED backlit display and is more sleek. Like many out there, you might be in a confused state whether to buy a Kindle or not, be it the basic one, the Paperwhite or the Oasis. I am making this video on the hope that I will clear this confusion for you and help you make a decision. The points that I am going to mention are entirely based on my personal experience. A Kindle is absolutely easy to set up and to use. You can pinch in to make the font size smaller, pinch out to make it bigger, tap to the right side to go to the next page, and on the left side to go back. You can also highlight a section and add notes instead of having to underline on books. I was very reluctant to buy my first Kindle for this reason. You could be a person who likes to feel the paper being turned, the smell of the book, and the connection you feel with a physical book. But have you ever introspected the time spending holding your phone next to your face on a daily basis, scrolling and reading, not bothering about the feel of the pages being turned? You did not think of it that way, did you? I do understand that some people require the special connection with a book. I used to think like that too. Trust me, you'll get over it. And now with the basic Kindle, you can read in the dark too with the addition of the LED backlight. Other advantages of books being putting your Kindle on a surface and be rest assured that it will not close on its own, or the fan and a quick breeze not turning the pages. Plus, the profile is much sleeker than a book and is easier to hold. All these doesn't mean you must give up on books. You can always add books to your collection. I have been pouring out quite some positive aspects, so I have to mention the biggest drawback of the Kindle as far as I am concerned, which is the way it handles PDF files. It is a nightmare and an absolute pain to read PDF documents on a Kindle, and this has to be improved with various generations. But it has not. If you are someone who will be reading a lot of PDFs, buy a tablet and stop watching this video. Speaking about PDFs, you have to remember that Kindle does not support EPUB directly. So if you connect your Kindle to your PC and add an EPUB file, Kindle will not recognize it. It does support Word documents, text documents, PDF, MOBI and AZW files. But as mentioned about, anything other than an ebook ready format will be a pain to read. But the lack of support for EPUB is not a point to consider at all, because with a free software called Calibre, I hope I'm pronouncing it right, you can manage different file formats on your Kindle directly. Books consume lot of space, especially if you're in a habit of buying books and reading them. With Kindle, you can carry a ton of books if you are on a travel or if you want to have some free space on the cupboard or the bookshelf. Again, this doesn't mean you have to miss out on physical books or your collection. You can always add a book to your collection after reading it on Kindle. While packing for travel, you'll require only the space of an underwear for thousands of books if you have a Kindle. If you turn off Wi-Fi on your Kindle, it can run with a single charge for weeks, say 1 to 2 hours of reading per day, which is an underestimation to be honest. Anyway, no comparison to books here. I guess the conclusion is quite straightforward. If you are an avid reader of books without any graphics like comics or complicated graphical illustrations, do not depend on a lot of reading of PDFs, say articles, magazines and so on, then Kindle is an amazing option and you must give it a try. But if you are considering a Kindle as a steady companion, it will disappoint you as it is slow in taking notes, and as mentioned before, PDFs are a real pain. Hope this was useful. If so, please share among friends and family who are facing the same dilemma. See you guys in the next one. Until then, take care and stay safe.